Yo, yo, yo. What's up? What's up, folks? This is JI Random Podcast. We are live for a Q&A session for this week's um, podcast that was released. Yes, it was released a little late. It was released late on Friday. I put a video out on the reason why that took place. I want to make sure you guys had this information that I wanted to deliver. Up on the screen, you see the latest episode from this week about AI danger in business. So if you haven't watched it, you need to watch it. Um, if you are not up on everything AI oriented when it comes to entrepreneurship and your business, you want to watch it. Even if you think you're savvy, you want to watch it because this is about the five dangers that I see for AI with entrepreneurs. And this is very important. These are things that can make or break your business or your life, period. It could destroy everything that you're working on. So it is that crucial. So I want to make sure that you are up on your AI knowledge when it comes to the dangers and the downside. So, why did I create this particular episode? Well, the reason why I create this episode is because we are hearing a lot of AI talk, and I use AI for doing the podcast, for doing the different things, and I know we can come AI dependent, and I don't think that's a good thing. I think you need to have a balance. And all the people out there in the ecosystem are like, hey, dive deep AI. Get let it be your way to be able to release your workload, make it easier for your workload, right? So I heard this person saying, you can have the AI be like a Q, basically a FAQ type of bot after hours, whether it's for your employees or whether for customers. And all you have to do is let it to learn you. So you could be the actual AI. It could be you, and anything that is asked of your AIU would give your answer that you normally would give. So even employees, you don't have to necessarily sit there and answer questions for them, that it would know your intelligence because you will feed it. You would feed it everything about yourself, all the nuances, so that way it can know you, your history, your thought patterns, the whole works, and you can utilize it, and it'll save you a lot of time. um, Doing this also with with a bot assistance, it'll save you a lot of time. It could You can also have it set up where it can set up appointments for you because it knows your schedule, knows your personal schedule, your work schedule, all these things. And I'm saying this because that's dangerous, bro. Just straight up dangerous. I mean, for a system to know everything about me, isn't that what we worried about when it comes to privacy issues? That we don't want Big Brother knowing everything about us, but we're going to let a company, a private entity, know everything about us and know how to clone our mindset and our decision making, our thought patterns, because it makes it easier. I think this is a way to steal your identity, steal your knowledge without you even paying attention. So, yes, I believe we need AI to help us with things. Yes, can it help us? I would never, ever give it my intelligence like that. If anything, I will feed the AI information on a particular thing I'm trying to accomplish. So, like when it comes to the podcast, comes to the show, it's going to know me when I'm talking about a particular topic. So, if I'm talking about AI danger, the five dangers of AI for entrepreneurs, it's going to know everything about me in relation to that, in the way I think about that subject. So that part it will have of me. but it would not know about, how I feel about raising kids, or how I feel about, mergers and acquisitions, or about, certain ideation things, of any products I'm working on. It won't know the intimate me. It'll know me academically for the things that I'm trying to do. So I'm saying you got to safeguard yourself. In this episode, I lay out those 5 things, and those are very powerful. You need to booby trap, safeguard your business with these AI techniques that I give in the video, and the things to watch out for. If you're not, then you are in for a bad situation, a rude awakening. And that's one thing I wanted to make sure that I did with this particular episode. Now, we know AI is a popular trending topic, but looking at AI as being a danger to entrepreneurship, I don't think it was such a big topic. So I don't know what type of traction I'm going to get on it, honestly. And sometimes I wonder, should I worry about how much traction I get when I'm talking about something to help um, the early stage and um, even some of the advanced stage entrepreneurs? Should I worry about the traction? Should I worry about, how many views I'm going to get? Should I worry about, what type of repeat listeners and viewers am I going to get? Or should I be really just looking to give the best information possible to the audience, to you guys, whether one person listens to it or not, right? So, I go through that mind battle, that mental gymnastics every week of like, okay, do I go for what can get the most views through Google Trends and so forth, or do I give them the medicine that they really need? And it helps somebody. And if it helps somebody, then I did my job. So on this one, you know, yes, AI is popular, but the angle that I took is not necessarily the popular angle. So I said, hey, people need to know it. So I went for it on this one. And that's kind of like why it took me longer, because I had something else totally set up. I had something set up with the side hustle. Um, which I still might go back and explore about getting funded for side hustles. But something was like, bam, laid it on me for AI danger. So I don't know if anybody out there needed to hear that. I don't know if anybody's business was about to make a bad step when it came to that. But if I could have helped prevent that, if I could have gave you some knowledge, then I'm 100% happy that I was able to do so, because that means that that's the thing that you might have needed to be a difference, and per se. Now, I don't see anybody per se up here at all on the chat. Let me take a look here. Again, like I said, I will always have these things available in order to help people if they have questions. Um, if not, hey, I get it. I get it. Might not be your cup of tea. You might not have a question for it. But I want to make sure that I'm ready here and available in case somebody does have a question in reference to the episode, um, because they might want to take a deeper dive and get a little bit more knowledgeable. So I do like to have that available for you. So don't see any comments there, any chats at all. But hopefully this episode was helpful for you. It did. I did take a detour from the hustle, side hustles aspect, but it might boomerang back around with AI. But if you watch this, put down in the comments what kind of information you like to know. What kind of things would you like to learn that maybe I haven't covered? What do you have a need for in knowledge and know-how? And that way I can get your feedback and exactly what to do in that respect, see if that can help you in any kind of way. Uh, Hopefully these particular Q&As have been helpful for you as you go back and look at them. If not, hey, fine. You're not there yet. but I went to make sure I took care of you. This is your boy Ji, a random podcast. Make sure you check out the episode this coming week. You wouldn't want to miss it, guarantee you. I'll holler. I, did I say I holler? I will holler at you on the other side. Peace.